So, as per the statistics, 13.9% of the global population is having mental health issues currently, which is way more than what we expected. And these are the people who have been diagnosed as those having mental health issues. But a lot of us also go through what I call as not knowing that they're struggling with something. A lot of times when people say I'm feeling low, and they feel low for days, weeks, months together, and years, and maybe more than a year, and still it goes undiagnosed. People do not understand what is actually happening, why are people suffering. And that is because we tend to take our emotions not so seriously, and we feel that if emotionally we are feeling something not good, that is the way things are supposed to be. So having a bad emotional and mental health is normalized in our culture. People do not even know if they can talk about this. There is so much taboo about it, and people do not have enough information about mental health issues. Now, some of you might be watching this and saying, I do not have any mental health issues, but I just want to make my life better. Now, whether you are actually going through something emotionally, whether you are everything is sab kuch bahut changa hai, but I want things to get better, or whether you just want to explore something new in life, Unicorn Insight has it all. 9 years ago, when I started Unicorn Insight, it was because I felt the need of having someone who can support anyone and everyone on their journey of life. Because I found myself in a stressful job, surrounded by people who just couldn't understand me, going through a lot of emotional upheavals. And although I had a lot of friends and family, and they really meant well for me, they did not have the tools to support me on whatever emotionally I was going through. Until I met my mentor, who really helped me with everything. And after I started healing, after I started feeling better, I realized that what if I can be that person to the world whom I needed about 15 years ago? And tada, that was how Unicorn Insight was born. And several certifications later, after studying a lot, after doing a lot of case studies, sitting with my mentors, asking them questions. Actually, I have a tendency to actually sit and eat their head. That's what I say. I know it's not the right term, eat their head, but in Hindi we often say, मैं उनका सर खाती हूँ. So that is the reason I'm telling this is because, of course, that is the amount of practice I did to be today where I am. And with the various tools, whatever I learned, we started Unicorn Insight. And now, as you are aware, Unicorn Insight completed 9 years. Thank you. And it's because of all of you who have been clients, who have been followers, and so much more. So let's talk more about what does Unicorn Insight do. Now, when I go to random social events, people ask me, Ashwini, what exactly do you do? And I cannot explain that in a social setting. Also, people write to me saying, what does Unicorn Insight exactly do? And the best I can do is share my website, because my website has a lot of information of what I can do. But sometimes people get too overwhelmed, and also because they do not have the technical knowledge, they just want to use whatever services they can. But how do you know what services do you need? And that was the reason we decided to make this video. So let's jump on to what is Unicorn Insight. And do you see our beautiful logo and how beautiful it is? I love my logo. So that's why I thought I will quickly start sharing about what Unicorn Insight is to all of us. So, what services do we provide? So, the why do people approach us? Now, if you ask me, why do people approach us? To ease pain and suffering. Now, pain and suffering could be physical pain or any kind of physical suffering, or emotional pain and something going on in their mind. Now, physical pain, of course, we always say that everything that we do with your health, we always say that it is in addition to all the medical treatments you take. So we never tell you to, we never advise on medicines or anything. That is the job of your physician. So please make sure that when you approach us for any kind of energy healing, make sure that medical treatment is given. It is only an additional thing in addition to the medical treatment. It is not a substitute for medical treatment. So people come for easing pain and suffering, where people come for any kind of pain management. I'm going to talk about pain management in a bit. And of course, also emotional, any kind of emotional upheaval going on, we can help with that. The second category of people who approach us are the ones who want to achieve goals. And that's where a lot of corporate professionals connect to us, because they feel somewhere they're stuck in their corporate career. They haven't made as much progress as they should have done. And that's the reason very often they ask that, can you support us in terms of our journey? So goals, of course, I gave you an example of corporate. So a lot of people come for their career goals, but a lot of also come for goals relating to health. A lot of people come for goals relating to relationship, to if they are having some relationship issues with their partner, with their family, or even relations at work. Sometimes you have very toxic people in your office surroundings, and that emotionally impacts you. Now, for all of this, people get in touch with us and we support you through all our services. I'm coming to the services in a bit. And finally, people come to create more and reach new heights in life. Then there are people who say that everything is going amazing, but I still feel that I want to have more. For example, I'm already in a good job, but I want a better job. I'm already doing well, but what if I could have even more better, state of mind? A lot of people also connect to us for insomnia, who are finding difficulty in sleeping. So let's go with what are the services we provide. So, do you need healing, or do you need readings, or do you need coaching? Now, all three are interconnected, but are also services in themselves. And you will understand when I explain each of them. So let's start with what is healing. So, as you all are aware, we provide healings through Reiki. So I am a Reiki Grandmaster. Our co-founder Anagha Chube is also a Reiki Grandmaster. And we also have a team of healers. Right now there are 3 healers in our team who also work with us, and they regularly work with us for healing and for providing healings by distance. So they all of them are experienced Reiki professionals. We also work with something called as angelic healing, where we work with the angels, the energy of angels. Violet flame healing is another high frequency healing. Sound bath is something I personally enjoy, and I personally feel it's a great way to help people heal. We also provide crystal healings, past life regression, inner child healing, also access consciousness bars and access consciousness body process, as well as healing with Ho'oponopono as well as switch words. So these are the modalities which we practice in. And please note that the ones which are star marked, that is sound bath and crystal healing, as well as access consciousness processes and past life regression and inner child healing, all of these are interactive sessions and in-person sessions. They need two-way communication. So if you are looking for them, get in touch with us, and we will first explain. The healings will not happen just by distance, whereas Reiki angelic healing can happen over distance. Violet flame healing can happen over distance. Ho'oponopono and switch words can happen over a distance. So now coming to, this is what healing is. But what happens in the healing, and why would you come to us for healing? So healing happens at 2 levels. One is the physical and second is the mental as well as emotional. In the physical case, healing is happening for bodily aches and pains, chronic illnesses. So we meet a lot of people who come for um, aches and pains. They have constant aches and pains for quite some time, and they have taken all possible medications. They've tried Western medicine, they have tried Ayurveda and homeopathy and everything, but they haven't got relief, and they reach out to us for Reiki or angelic healing, or we always give the best combination what we think is right. Um, So that is for body aches and pains. Chronic illnesses. A lot of people who are having chronic illnesses like migraine, irritable bowel syndrome, and a lot more. Like, as I said, they have taken medications, they have seen all the best doctors, but still things have not worked out for them. And I'll come to a bit why people do not see results with Western medicine. Although Western medicine is amazing, it's great, and but it's also that Western medicine only treats the symptoms of it. It doesn't go deeper into why is someone suffering, and that's where energy medicine comes into picture. The next is allergies. We have clients who have found immediate relief with just 2 sessions of access bars, and the allergy was gone. It never came back. Also, a lot of people connect to us for pre and post surgery support, which is one of the key services we provide. So, when people are going through surgeries, um, we provide distance healing to help them have more ease, to let the surgery go well, and also to provide not just emotional but also any kind of pain relief through Reiki and angelic healings. We do all of this through distance and it works amazing. Although, if I always tell people that if you are looking for relief from um, chronic issues, we also need to understand what's the cause of it. And that's where I also talk about coaching, which I'm going to come a little bit in detail. Let's go next to mental and emotional healing, where people are trying to seek comfort in terms of relief from overthinking, negative thinking, panic attacks, insomnia, depression, stress, and anxiety. So, insomnia is one of the reasons why people connect to us for an access bars treatment. A lot of people have also found relief with panic attacks through access bars, through access body process, through Reiki. There is a new healing modality which we have just started in our Unicorn Insight, which is called as the Luminara healing, and we have still not officially launched it, but we are in the process of doing that. So if you're going to watch this video later, a month down the line, a couple of months down the line, maybe a year down the line, you can also ask and inquire and drop a query regarding Luminara healing. So whether it is physical or whether it is mental and emotional, we provide healings. Now, how do the healings work? Typically, an in-person healing is where you actually come and see us in person in our center, and we take your consent, and you actually receive the treatment in person live, where me and my team, we actually work with you, we work on you, and we do a lot of clearings and we do the healing. That's how it works. Whereas when it comes to distance healing works beautifully, and especially if you are based in another city, another country, distance healing is what we would recommend. So distance healing, we there are two types of distance healing. One is the live distance healing, where you and I decide we meet on Zoom at a particular time and we start the process of healing. That is live distance healing. But distance healing also can happen um, if our times do not match. Say, for example, you are in America and we are in India and our timings don't match. We decide at particular time where you can receive the healing. And our team, what we do is they send healing over a distance, which you can receive, and it works equally amazing. Now, this works very well for people who are recovering, who are looking for post-surgery support, or people are in the hospital and the treatment is going on and they are looking at additional support. Now, please note that Reiki, angelic healing, all these energy treatments do not have any negative side effects. Please put this in your head and put it in bold, because these are gentle energy techniques, and unlike what people are afraid of, they do not have any negative side effects. So they're absolutely safe. The only side effect could be you start feeling better. So that's it. You just can receive it anytime. Women can receive Reiki or any energy treatments even when they are on their menstruation cycle, and there are no limitations. So if you are anytime suffering. In fact, I know a lot of women get in touch with us because they are looking for pain relief when they are on their monthly cycle, and they, they have seen some great results with that too. So it's absolutely safe. There are no side effects. There are no restrictions. You can receive at any time. You can receive even when you are traveling, or there are no restrictions to it. Get in touch with us, drop an email to us, or you could also book us through our website to know more about our healing services. Next, we talk about card readings and divinations. Now, this is a hot favorite, and I always say every week I have at least 3 clients who want a card reading and a divination session. Um, a lot of people believe card readings and divinations are future predictions, but please, if you are looking for future predictions through card readings and divinations, we do not support that, and we do not give future predictions through our readings. And the reason is because we are believers of quantum physics. I myself have been trained in quantum physics. And as per quantum physics, your future depends on the choices you make. So there is no fixed future. And I believe that there are no fixed futures. So when clients come to us and ask me questions like, I want to start a business, will my business do well? My answer is, of course, it's going to do well if you choose it so. But through our tarot readings and guidance, what do? We help people create the ideal scenarios which they want. For example, let's take the same question. I want to do a business. Will the business do well? My answer is yes, it will do well. Through my card readings, I can guide you to make sure that what can you do so that your business will do well. So from a very helpless kind of a future reading, instead of that, we give our clients readings where we guide them what they can do so that what they want they can create in our life. Guys, future is a series of possibilities. Future is not fixed. Also, a lot of people come to us. They say that I met an astrologer, or I met a tarot reader and they gave me a very bad prediction and now I'm feeling pathetic. No, that's not what astrology and tarot reading is for. Both are beautiful sciences, and these sciences are not meant to restrict you. So I feel that when astrologers who are scaring you or putting fear in your mind, tarot readers who are putting fear in your mind, I think that's the way I look at it. But that's not the best thing they're doing for you. So I personally do not recommend tarot readers or any astrologers who do future predictions, especially if they predict something terrible. Their job is to help you tide over the circumstances. And that's what we exactly do at Unicorn Insight. So in card readings, if you are going to ask things like, am I going to get a job? And my answer is yes. If you choose to get a job, you are going to get a job. You're going to get the best job you really want. And we help you to get that best job. No, this is not wishful thinking. This is science. This is quantum physics. And after I learned quantum physics, I stopped looking at tarot readings as a tool of future prediction. So we do not provide future prediction. If you are looking for future prediction, tarot reading is not the best for you. So then why do I do tarot reading? That could be your next question. So we do tarot readings to help you get guidance in decision making. If you want to make a choice A, choice B, what is better? Rather than giving future predictions, we give you the pros and cons. And like I always say, we show you the mirror with our cards. We guide you. Okay, if you make choice A, this is the guidance we get. You can do this. And if you make choice B, this is the guidance we give you. Because tarot and oracle readings can be tools of, predictions. But I would say if you are a believer in creating your own reality. They are just tools which you can use best to create the best future. What's the second reason why you would need a tarot reading or a card reading or a guidance? To break patterns, sometimes people see a pattern in their life and the patterns seem to keep repeating, and no matter what, they cannot break the patterns. Through tarot cards and angel cards, we can guide you and help you to understand what choices you can make to break patterns, to get unstuck from rigid situations. A lot of people who come to us for tarot readings, they have usually tried a lot of things and they say that now I don't know what to do. So, what if you could guide us with tarot cards? And with our guidance, we tell you what choices you can make, what guidance we give you, so that you can change the way of thinking, so that you can change your thought patterns and you can create those little changes. We give you remedies, not predictions. We tell you what you can do to change what you want to change. And finally, to get rid of confusion and to get clarity. Most people are confused in life. I think in life right now, Most people are confused. They just want clarity. And with a tarot reading session, they get clarity and they feel so nice. And you can check our testimonials where people have actually spoken about how a session with us helped them get the best guidance and how they could tide over situations and get clarity. Now, what comes under card readings and divination? So, yes, we give tarot card readings. We give angel card readings. Angel card readings are very much like tarot cards. They're also called as oracle cards. The guidance is more gentle rather than to the point. And angel guidance can also help you um, understand the situation in a more easier and a softer manner. How does it work? See, everything is on our subconscious mind. So when you work with tarot cards or oracle cards, they work with the subconscious mind and they exactly give you that guidance which you want to hear. So a tarot reading or an oracle reading or an angel reading can never go wrong. None of the divinations can ever go wrong. Next is Akashic record reading. So we use Akashic records both in healing as well as in divination. In both cases, Akashic records can be used for helping you understand what choices to make. And what are Akashic records? They are books of all our lifetimes. Everything that has happened so far, Akashic records contain all of that. So if you want to know what could be the reason why something is a block, Akashic reading could be a best way to look at it. But I often tell my clients when it comes to Akashic reading and past life regression, please understand these are not tools for entertainment or drama, because a lot of people, believe that um, they want to know about the past life because they're just curious, and there is a lot of glamour associated with past lives and Akashic reading, thanks to media and social media. But the truth is, use these tools only to get guidance. Don't get stuck in the drama of, I have people who tell me that, oh, in this life that happened, but what's next? Just because you know something happened in some life, are you now taking the action steps to change that? And that's exactly what we guide at Unicorn Insight. So, Akashic records and past life reading regression is something which we give. Channeling and auto writing is where we get direct messages from the source, and it's a special service which you can book with us. Then there is also astrology, numerology. Again, please note that when we work with astrology and numerology, we only and only give remedies. We do not give predictions. We do not, if you come to us with questions like, when will my daughter get married, or when will I get a job? That's not what we are here for. We would tell you what remedies you can use that you get a job faster. So whereas a lot of people are just killing time and just sitting on fence, asking about a future and looking for the right time, we help you take those action steps which will even invite divine timing in your life. So with astrology and numerology runes, we help you, give you remedies as what you could do to change something so that you can get better outcomes in life. And of course, then there is mediumship, where we give you messages from your departed loved ones. Please note that although tarot, angel, and Akashic records and past life regression can be done live, which is on Zoom, which is at the same time, when it comes to mediumship, astrology, numerology, we do these sessions only over email, which means you send us questions or you send us your time of birth and date of birth, and we give you guidance over email and not over live reading sessions like how we do for tarot cards and angel cards. Most of our sessions are now happening only on Zoom. We are not doing in-person tarot and angel card sessions unless there are some special cases, which it's up to discretion of Unicorn Insight to decide. But all the sessions are now done on Zoom. So you can do it from anywhere in the world. And if you are really looking for an in-person session, get in touch with us separately, because that's a very, only for special cases we do that. And like I said, caution, this is not a prediction. We suggest guidance and remedies so that you can get the best results. Finally, we come to my favorite, coaching. Why is it my favorite? Because I think most people feel that anything which is positivity should be used for feeling good. And very often people just watch videos, people see quotes, they feel good temporarily, and they think that's what they want. But the thing is, they do not get results. And that's why they come to a conclusion that these things do not work. But the truth is, imagine you are going to gym just for one day and you expect to have body like Hrithik Roshan or a physique like Deepika Padukone. Is that going to happen? No. People go to gym every day for months, years together to get a body, to get into shape. They work constantly on themselves. They make sure what they eat is right. And only then they see that level of fitness. Similarly, if you're just going to see a WhatsApp quote and feel that is going to help you transform, it's not going to happen. So recently I remember a client called me up and said that Ashwini, I do not want to take any coaching session with you. Just hear me out. I think that's what is going to make me feel better. And we have something for just hearing you out. If you don't want to book a coaching session, you can just book a hear me out session where I just listen to you. I do not advise, but I can of course guide you to something better. But I always tell people that just hear. So I spoke to that client, and after hearing her, I told her that listen, I heard you, and I know that's what you want. You don't want to take a coaching session, but if right now we do not make those little changes, you're going to meet me another after another 2 years, another 3 years, and you're going to tell me the same thing, right? Because patterns keep repeating until we choose to break them. And at that point of time, she made a new choice and she was struggling with something for the past 6 to 7 years. But just after 4 coaching sessions, she broke those patterns and everything changed about her. And she started living her life differently. And now she's doing way more better, way more peaceful, and now she has a direction in life. She has clarity. She knows what to do. She has taken steps. So coaching does to you exactly what gym does to your body. Gym and healthy eating does to your body, coaching does to you. In coaching, what do? We provide support, we provide accountability and tools. So just by watching my videos, many people say I watch your videos and I feel good. But yeah, thank you for watching, and it's lovely that you feel good. But if you really want to change something in life, you have to take steps. Transformation doesn't happen just just on a day. You have to continuously make sure you take those little steps to see transformation. So what do we help you with coaching? We help you set achievable goals. We help you break limiting beliefs, because most 99% of the issues which are happening with people are because they have limiting beliefs and they do not know the power of choice. They do not know that they can choose their life. Most people believe that they live in a choiceless universe. They believe that I don't have a choice. No, you do have a choice. You do not have the courage to exercise that choice. And you feel you do not have choice. There is difference between both. So limiting beliefs, once broken, can change everything. And we actually work with you live one on one to overcome challenges. Typically, our sessions are either six sessions or 12 sessions where we work with you constantly on, it's like almost one on one. It's a one on one coaching, and we work with each and everything what we are going through. And after 6 to 7 sessions, we start to see that you start seeing the changes. I know someone who took 12 sessions with me over almost 3 months. And before she began, and what happened after she finished the session, I think there were two different personalities, and she's living a totally different life. So, what happens in coaching? We sit, we talk, I give you activities to do, I give you exercises to do. We work using various tools like neuro linguistic programming. Um, I have been a practitioner of neuro linguistic programming for the last 6 years. And recently, about 2 months ago, I'm talking about April, May 2025, I also completed a master teacher training in neuro-linguistic programming. It's a beautiful modality, completely based in science. So for all of you who say that I do not believe in these things, guys, neuro-linguistics programming is the science for you for your brain to understand that there are neurons firing every second, every moment. And if you have already created a neural pathway, which we call as a habit, and we are feeling that we are stuck because of external circumstances, neuro linguistic programming is something we can work with you and help you, heal. Now, I do not, because I just use these jargons, I do not use these jargons when we do coaching. In coaching, we use very simple terms, but we are using the application of neuro linguistic programming. It's just like to use electricity, you have to switch the light on in your house, you have to switch the button on. You need not know how the electricity comes. Of course, you can go and learn in an engineering college what is electricity and how does it work. But you need not know how it comes to you, but you are still using it. Similarly, we use tools like neuro-linguistic programming, subconscious mind training, access consciousness, law of attraction, and Ho'oponopono. We normally use these tools which can help you rewire your brain, rewire your mind, and create a new reality, break patterns. So we guide you to unlock your own potential and create lasting change, whether you're navigating a transition. So if you're going through a change in life, if you're seeking more fulfillment, many people say, I just don't feel happy anymore. I just feel so disconnected from life. Everything seems to be okay, but I feel disconnected. Or aiming for specific goals. I know someone who recently got in touch with me. First, she got in touch with me saying that she wanted a Reiki healing because she has a lot of aches and pains in her body, which she couldn't understand why. And after taking healing sessions, I just connected to her and I told her that the root cause of healing is way more than just because healing is a treatment, which of course happens, but it's still passive because we are not actively working and talking with you. And I recommended her to take the 6-week coaching program with me. And with 6 weeks of coaching program, we just worked on her mindset. We did not work on her um, pain. We did not even talk about her pain, but we spoke about all the emotions which she was going through. And 6 weeks and the seventh week, by the end of fifth week, she was already feeling better. And by the end of seventh week, she said that she went to see her doctor, and her doctor actually started tapering her medicines. And he said that what miracle did you choose? And she just spoke about that she worked with her mindset, and I do not know whether the doctor really understood what kind of work we did. But a lot of doctors too have now started understanding tools like neuro-linguistic programming, access consciousness bars, and that's the kind of doctors we need in the new world who understand that healing happens in both ways. The yin and yang of healing, the ones who understand now are going to be the next generation doctors who are going to change a lot in the world. So she started with saying that she has aches and pains, and no matter what she did, she couldn't. She first started with Reiki, but post Reiki, she did a bar session. And yes, once we started with access bars and then we started with the coaching, a lot of things shifted for her, and she is now almost 80%, 80 to 90% pain free. Pain management is something which works amazing because the aches and pains in our body are usually the aches and pains of our emotions, which we have buried inside, which we have numbed out. So people also meet us for aiming for specific goals. Like I just finished a client who did how to prevent procrastination coaching. She did coaching because she was procrastinating too much and she was not able to focus on her business, which is really a very great business, but she's not able to give time to it. And she's not able to dedicate that time and efforts. And she started saying that, I'm very lazy. But she was not lazy. She had too much things on her plate. She was, in fact, she's one of the most productive persons I have met. So life coaching can offer the structure and encouragement. Now, it's not just one way, and your sessions do not just go with when you are doing the sessions with me live. Because even, when I say that 6 weeks coaching, we decide, say a day, we decide, okay, let's connect on a Thursday and let us meet every Thursday and do the coaching. But if you're going through, although the session happens on Thursday, if you're going through something on Saturday, Me and my team are there to support you. And we give you exercises to do, activities to do, and they have an everlasting impact on your life. They help you get over things which are in the stuck patterns. So once someone asked me that, I want to do a coaching. Will that change my husband? Will that make my husband behave better with me? So I always tell that all the work we do is we do it with you. But because you change your mindset, you end up changing the people around you. I know people who did coaching with us and the people around them started behaving better. They broke patterns of toxic abuse with in-laws, with toxic bosses, with toxic co-workers, so many of them with even toxic partners. And I know so many people who also, they started seeing that people started behaving differently with them. I know someone who was not talking to her father for about 8 to 10 years. And after the session, she had a communication with her father, and her father kind of apologized to her, which was something which she never thought would happen. And although now they are not the best of pals, they talk to each other, they have a cordial relationship, and that's beyond beautiful. So when we see results like this happening, we say that we did not change your father, but we helped you change that part of yourself, change that pattern. In short, in terms of neuro linguistic programming, we help you break that neuro pattern and we create a new pattern where you start getting better results. Um, I feel this video is the best way to explain what happens in coaching, because a lot of us, a lot of people ask me what exactly happens in coaching. So it's we talk to each other. I give you activities. These activities are based in life transformation, in neuro-linguistic programming, in law of attraction, in mind training. And these activities actually help you open up to a lot of new possibilities. You end up breaking patterns. So life coaching, and then like I say, I handhold with you throughout those 7 weeks. I personally handhold with you, and also we have my team who constantly supports in case I'm in another session or in case I'm doing something at the time where you have something going on. My team is there to support you too. So, well, that's what coaching is, and coaching is one of the best. I feel when I coach, I share my gift with the world, and that's exactly what I was born for. That's why God sent me on earth to, impact lives and transform people and help them understand that life is meant to be beautiful. So that's exactly what happens in coaching. Now, if you go on our website, you will see there are 3 different places where we talk about healing. Book a session is where we do coaching. And we also speak about the healing and, of course, the card readings and divinations. Now, in spite of all of this, if you still cannot decide, you can have a discovery call with us. Now, please understand, discovery call is only for someone who has never done any session with us. If you're already a client, if you've already done sessions with us in the past, um, discovery call may not be for you. So discovery call is for someone who would like to understand what services we provide. So still cannot decide, have a discovery call with us. And in discovery call, what do we do? It's a 30 to 45 minutes call for clarity to understand what's the best service for you. We also call it clarity call / discovery call. Um, and in that, we walk you through all our sessions, all what we do. And we also put in front of you what is the price structure like, although you can find that too on our website. But if you do a clarity call, we also give you some bonuses along with just the sessions. And there is a lot which you can receive from us at Unicorn Insight. So to book a discovery call or a clarity call, you can go to book a session and you can just scroll to see where the clarity call / discovery call lies, and you can book that with us. The payment can be directly made on the website for the clarity call too. And for more, you can get in touch with us. These are Team Unicorn Insights number. Please write to them on WhatsApp and do not call. Um, please drop a WhatsApp to book your sessions. And I think that very much sums up what we do. So thank you for thinking of us from Team Unicorn. And I feel so grateful for you that you actually came across this video, or even better, you asked for this video. So I would like to say a big thank you for watching this video if you watched till the end. Please subscribe to our channel, because if you are someone who is still trying to understand what Ashwini Chube does, I would say I have plenty of videos, free videos on my YouTube. I know some people come to me and they say that we absolutely have no finances. We cannot invest in any sessions. I tell them, start watching my videos, because with that too, a lot of things will change for you. And I think this very much sums up what I do. To know more about my work, log on to www.unicorninsight.com. Unicorn Insight is here to support you on your journey of life. One thing I will tell you, that the biggest investment you make is what you make in yourself. So today, if you want to change something about your life, take professional help instead of just going to chachi and mami and best friend and colleague. Because although your chachi and mami and your best friend and colleague mean well for you, they really love you, but they are not trained. They are not trained to help you on the journey of life. You can trust us because we are trained and certified. And like I said, we did case studies and we sat with all of this. And yes, we did go through some transformation at some point of time. All of us went through some transformation which led us to where we are here. Otherwise, I would be sitting in an investment bank creating merger models. But I did not do that. I chose this because I knew that this is what the world needs. So thank you once again for watching. And please subscribe to our channel. We look forward to hear from you. And if it is destined to be, you and I can work together in form of a coaching. Sending you love, light, and lots of magic. Thank you.